January 4th, 2022. Just after 1 a.m., a security camera mounted above a quiet Detroit home captured a moment that would later define one of the most disturbing murder cases in the city history. A young man entered his apartment. With him was a 17-year-old girl, his cousin, his favorite cousin, the girl who trusted him completely. Minutes later, the camera captured something else. A white sedan backed into the driveway. Slow, careful, deliberate. The trunk now faced away from the street, hidden from view. Time passed. Then the car drove away. When it returned less than 10 minutes later, the trunk was empty. But the girl who entered that house never left. Not through the front door, not through any door. What happened inside those walls during those hours would remain hidden. For now. A mother knows Sierra Milton woke up on the morning of January 5th with a feeling she could not shake. Her daughter, Zion Foster, had not come home. The 17-year-old bed was untouched. The house was quiet. Too quiet. Zion was a high school senior, bright, independent, strong-willed. She had run away before, once to her grandmother's house, once again shortly after. Both times she came back. But this morning felt different. The night before, Zion had gone to work. She served tables at the Detroit Wing Company. After work, she asked permission to go out. She was honest. She said who she was with. Her cousin Jalen. Sierra trusted him. She had seen him in her driveway. She had greeted him herself. She watched her daughter walk out the door shortly before 11 p.m. The text that never led home. Zion boyfriend Vertez Gonzalez sent the first message. Had Sierra heard from Zion? He could not reach her. The last text Zion sent him arrived just after midnight. On my way. 3 words. She never arrived. Calls went to voicemail. Messages went unanswered. At 8 a.m., Vertez sent another message. Are you alive? Then another. This is the worst thing ever. Sierra contacted Jalen. If anyone knew where Zion was, it would be him. His response froze her. He said he had not seen Zion. Not recently, not at all. He claimed it had been 3 years. 3 years. Sierra knew that was not true. She had watched her daughter leave with him. Twice a month, for over a year. When she confronted him, Jalen grew defensive. He said Zion must have been lying, using his name as cover. He claimed she was probably with someone else near his house. He pointed to location data. Zion location placed her across the street from his home at 11:24 p.m. It sounded believable, but it was a lie. Police do not rush East Point. Police were not alarmed. Zion had run away before. They treated it as another runaway case. The officer was direct. We are taking this as a runaway. Sierra felt dismissed. She felt alone. So she acted. The search begins. Family and friends mobilized. Flyers went up across Detroit. Rallies were held. Sierra spoke to cameras. We need your eyes. Please help us. The story spread. Pressure grew. Police finally visited Jalen home. The cousin story, Jalen Brazier was home, with his girlfriend Katrina Smith, a father of 2 young boys. He appeared calm, cooperative. He invited officers inside. He repeated his story. He had not seen Zion since May 2021. He blamed Sierra. He blamed drama. He even offered his Ring camera footage. Sierra noticed gaps, missing footage from January 4th. She believed it had been deleted. Police said they found nothing suspicious. They left. But Sierra knew. She had hugged him. She had seen him. He was lying. The question was why the camera next door. The answer came from across the street. Neighbor doorbell footage. At 11:15 p.m., a white sedan pulled into Jalen driveway. 2 people exited. 1 male, 1 female. They entered the house. Katrina was not home. Jalen had dropped her at work earlier. She worked the midnight shift. Phone data confirmed it. The girl entering the house was Zion Foster. The camera never showed her leaving. At 1 a.m., the camera captured the car again. It pulled out, then backed in. The trunk faced the backyard, hidden. Minutes later, the car drove away. It returned less than 10 minutes later. The trunk search warrants followed. Inside the house, nothing. Inside the car, nothing visible. Then the dogs arrived. Canine units alerted to the trunk, the unmistakable scent of death. The first story. On January 19th, Jalen sat down with detectives. He brought a lawyer. The evidence was mounting. He admitted the truth, or part of it. Yes, he picked Zion up. Yes, she was in his house. They talked. They used substances. She got sleepy. Her head tilted back. He left the room. When he returned, she was not breathing. Her pulse was gone. She had died. Just like that. Questions without answers. Detectives pressed him. How did you know she was dead? He insisted. No heartbeat, no breathing. She was definitely dead. The timeline matched. Did you do something? He refused. I was comfortable. Without a confession. Without a body. There was not enough. He was arrested only for lying to police, not murder. The landfill, the search expanded. Garbage trucks were traced. Landfills were mapped. An 8-week search began. Volunteers in protective gear dug through mountains of waste. Layer by layer, day after day. They searched for Zion. They searched for closure. They found nothing. Jalen waits. Jalen was sentenced to 23 months for lying. While incarcerated, his calls were monitored. He spoke in code. He asked if anything major happened. He sounded relieved when nothing did. He told Katrina, "Do not say nothing." If Zion had truly died naturally, he would want her found. Instead, he hoped she would stay lost. The girl who never walked out Zion Foster's body was never found. 6 months of searching. Nothing. Somewhere in a landfill, she remains lost. Her cousin will likely never be free. Danger does not always come from strangers. Sometimes it is family, sometimes it is trust. Zion trusted her cousin. She walked into his house. She never walked out. If this story moved you, don't stay silent. Subscribe for real crime stories that deserve to be remembered.